Most Maui County residents support the Amala Place cleanup, but some are rightfully concerned about how it affected those living in the encampment there. We want to reassure everyone that our actions were sympathetic to care for those in need. Social service agencies completed intense personal outreach in the area during the weeks leading up to the cleanup to ensure that individual concerns were taken into consideration. Many of the men and women that were contacted were born and raised here on Maui, and they certainly deserve to live in safer, more sanitary conditions. A team of social workers from Family Life Center and Kahale Akiola met with them to help provide shelter and support services. Here is Maud Cummings and Monique Ibarra to explain more details of the assistance that was provided.
I wanted to share a little bit about what we do. The recent activity at the Kanaha Amala Place has brought up some issues. This has been a part of our regular route for our outreach team. We've gone down there for the last 2 or 3 years, but in the last week we were able to move 24 individuals into emergency shelter. And that's between the shelter that we operate, Ho'olanani, Kahale Akiola, and the Wahiho Umalu o Wailuku WHOW project that the mayor set up last year at the beginning of COVID. So we have outreach teams that go out every day and look for people who are homeless. And this is the question we ask: are you interested in our assistance in obtaining housing? If the person says, no, I'm not, we'll say, okay, we'll circle back around. We'll come back and see you maybe in a couple of weeks. And when we move on to the next person, what we're trying to do is find those people who are interested in moving on to housing right now, because housing is the only answer to homelessness.
When I got the call about helping individuals, families, and households that were unsheltered at Amala Place, it was a no-brainer for me. It was something that I said, yes, absolutely. The whole focus and mission of Kahale Akiola is to house individuals, to break the cycle of homelessness. We would like to bring in as many of the families or households or singles into our shelters as possible. I think there might be some misconceptions in the community as far as what a homeless shelter looks like, but we actually have one of the most beautiful homeless shelters, I would say, in the whole country. And I am partial, and I'm also very proud. But I'm actually in one of the units at our shelter. It's a studio unit. We can house up to 3 individuals in this studio. We have a structured program at Kahale Akiola as well, where we work with everyone to get into permanent housing. So it's very comprehensive, it's very fast-paced, but we know the best way to end homelessness is to house individuals, and so that's what we work on. We have 72 units in our central facility. We have 48 units in our west side facility. So we really do have the capacity to work, I think, with many of the families and individuals at Amala Place, and we're excited about that. And whatever we can do to help get people in the shelter, to get them housed, that's what we're going to do. That's what we're here for.
Mahalo to Family Life Center, Kahale Akiola, and other partner agencies. Most of those who are living in Amala Place now have a clean, safe shelter and wraparound services to help them move into stable housing. Mahalo to Maud Cummings and Monique Ibarra and all of their staff for their great work.